Hi, you guys. It's Lori Seeley, functional medicine health coach. And as you might notice, I'm in a different place this week. I'm in Philadelphia with my business buddies at a retreat, and we are having a great time. But I just wanted to hop in here and talk to you about reflux, because I know that a lot of you are experiencing reflux. I know that as part of my candida journey, I totally had it and it was not fun. And until I realized really what was causing it and fixed that, it stayed with me like a really bad friend, like a stink on poop. Yeah. So I want you to be able to get rid of it too. So here's the thing. You can head over to the blog post to learn more, but I'm just going to put this little bug in your ear here. So reflux is almost never caused by too much stomach acid, like we are led to believe from all of those commercials for proton pump inhibitors. So the thing is, and I'll talk more about proton pump inhibitors next week, but we're going to start with the basis for this week. So actually, reflux is most often caused not by too much acid, but by too little acid. And let me explain how that's possible. We get reflux, we get acid up our esophagus when actually the acid is just in the wrong place. And frequently, it's because there's not enough of it. So here's what happens. When you eat a meal, this is in a healthy gut. So when you eat a meal, your stomach fills up, and this triggers stomach acid production. So the stomach acid gets really high in your stomach, and that's so that we can break down the food that we're eating, any pathogens we might accidentally digest, okay? And so we need this good, robust stomach acid to make those things possible, right? And I missed a part. When the stomach acid rises in your stomach, gets, more stomach acid, it also triggers your esophageal valve to close. So there's a sphincter there. It's like, you know what a sphincter is? That's like kind of muscle that just closes up like that, right? Kind of like your back door. And so the high acid in your stomach triggers that sphincter valve to close. It also triggers the valve at the other end of the stomach to open, and that's how we get a nice flow of food down there. And we keep because when you're digesting, the food is kind of churning around in your stomach, okay? And that splashes. And so that's why the acid triggers that valve to close, right? And you understand why it needs to be open and relaxed at other times, because we need to be able to swallow. And at the bottom of your esophagus, like the things that you swallow have to be able to empty into your stomach, right? So then it empties into your stomach, the acid rises, the valve at the top of your stomach closes, valve at the bottom of your stomach opens, and that's what we want, okay? So if you don't have a good, robust stomach acid, when you eat, then you're not as able to digest things like protein and fiber. You're not able to kill any pathogens that you might ingest. And also, it's not triggering that esophageal sphincter to close. So that esophageal sphincter is actually staying open because that muscle isn't aware that you're digesting anything. So it stays relaxed and open like it is most of the time. And so then your stomach is still doing all that churning and digesting, and your acid is going to splash up into the bottom of your esophagus. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So this week's blog is all about that and even more. And so I want you to go over to the blog to read the whole thing, or if you're watching this on the blog, yay, this will maybe give you a little better or a little more explanation as to what's going on there. And so that's it for me for today. Now, as always, please, please, please comment on this if you have any questions or concerns, or if you just want to say, hey, I didn't know it was like that. If you want to argue with me, that's fine too. I have fun with that. So let's get into a conversation. Let's start things rolling, right? And if you'd like to work with me, I'm going to post a link to work with me too. You can just sign up right on my calendar, and I'm going to post a link to the blog post as well. Okay, see you guys next week. Bye-bye.